Today I'm going to do a review of the Tecking All-in-1 Smartwatch. First off, to begin, I wanted to show that the band definitely has plenty of space for really any size wrist, and both of these particular latch points and hold downs for the excess band for smaller wrists and such do move and are easily adjustable to pretty much any size you need. The latch here itself is a metal latch, nice and securely placed, no issues with it whatsoever. The band has, plenty of holes all across it, all the way down to pretty much the end here, where it comes to a completion there. Now, when we take it off here, to show you some more of the features and give you a little bit better review, we can see that the band has quite a bit of length here. Not so much so that it gets in the way, but enough to do the job that it needs to do on any wrist. It maintains a very nice finish even after wearing it for a considerable amount of time. I've worn it now for the past couple weeks, and I'm starting to see a little bit of the effect of that. The screen protector has a couple little scuffs on it. Nothing too significant. It does come with the second screen protector, so you can easily just switch it out when needed. One thing I didn't mention in the unboxing video, referenced in the description down below, was the little tool used for opening up the tray for the SIM card and micro SD card. That tool is all metal. It is a very, very strongly made tool, no issues with it. It makes it very easy and simple to get into the drawer, add your cards as needed, and go from there. The screen, I've noticed, is easy to read. It does come with multiple screen faces. It's easy to move from one thing to the next, get back to the home screen, etc. It does come with multiple faces, but I did choose this one as the one that I liked the best. The other faces are very elegant as well, things that other people may desire. It's got several functions built into it. If we go back to the beginning of the list here, it has a dialer for if you're using it as a standalone phone. It does have messaging that can go either through your Bluetooth to your cell phone using the app, or you can use it when it's a standalone as well. It's got your contacts in there. Its scrolling works on a three item basis, so every time you scroll, it will come down by 3 items. It's got your call logs, as you would expect from any phone, as well as your Bluetooth settings for connectivity and such there. It's also got a pedometer built into it, some sleeping functions, a small alarm to go off just to keep you from falling asleep when you're doing more relaxing things, heart rate monitor, some music recorder. There's a variety of functions in here, easy to get to, very simple, things that you might use in your everyday life. As we go through it here, the one function that I did really like that they decided to include with this watch was having the QR code for their app built right into it. So if I wanted to, I can pull this up, and it gives me the QR code for the app on this particular watch, getting it connected right away. I just scan that with my smartphone, and it gives me the download page for the app and connects everything. Very handy, very easy to use. When you get to the bottom of the list, you keep scrolling, it goes back to the top. Very nice, very elegant, very simple. On the bottom side here, you can see it does have where the charger connects. Very handy having that be a magnetic charger. It simply snaps in, just gives a little pop, and it holds on fairly well. I've never had an issue with it falling out or anything of that such. Here you see the heart rate monitor. I would say it's a fairly good heart rate monitor. It will it will detect your heart rate from even a couple inches away from your skin. I've used it myself quite a bit and tested it out to see what kind of distance I could get in case I was wearing it extra loose, something of that sort. And it does have the ability to pick up your heart rate a good distance away. You can also see here that the speaker is on the bottom. Not too bad. It's not the best speaker. Makes call quality fairly low. Hard to understand the other person if you're not paying attention, and it's not very loud as your wrist naturally covers up the speaker. One thing that I have noticed is that it is fairly easy to mar the finish. I've already got a small scratch here on the one side just from wearing it. I probably came in contact with a little something while I was doing a little bit of work. Not too big of a deal. It also has the microphone here. It isn't the best microphone. It is in a simple small watch. And I've noted from feedback from people I've been on calls with, it's not the best. I did note that the back of the watch here, the black base, does have a slight bit of separation from the main part of the watch. This definitely holds true with the idea that it is not waterproof. I would not wear this in the shower. I would not wear this scrubbing dishes. It is very easy to get water in there and could then destroy your watch, and you really don't want that to happen. So let's make sure we don't get it wet. As far as the Bluetooth connectivity, it connects to a smartphone, to the designated smartphone app that it has available. Both Android and Apple devices are compatible. I have no experience with the Apple side of it, but on the Android devices, it seems to make a seamless full connection, allows for all my messages and notifications to get pushed to the watch. I was able to actually select out of the list of all my apps exactly which ones got pushed, as opposed to having all of them. I was able to select which apps were of importance enough that I wanted them to be pushed to the watch and be able to be seen. And I was able to sort that way. It does say online in a lot of reviews and in the description that you cannot connect both a headset and the watch to your phone at the same time. That is not entirely true. You can use a headset for either phone audio or media audio on your phone at the same time as the watch is connected. But the watch has to be the primary for at least one of those two options. That was found in the Android settings. I was able to set it up so that my headset does my phone, while the watch, it takes care of my media audio. It keeps me able to have good, crisp, clean phone calls through a headset while having my audio and watch be fully connected in that way. It didn't really give me any issues. On Android, I do not know about the Apple side of that once again. The big question people always ask is, was it worth the money? That's really up to you. It depends on what you want to do with it. For me, I was looking for a watch that would have some basic features, be able to get notifications from my phone, connect through Bluetooth, was Android compatible, and was able to track my heart rate either continuously or at least periodically. This does have the option in the heart rate monitor to do a single reading or a continuous reading or repeat reading. If we look here at that function, we will be able to see here's what my heart rate was on a single reading. You can click on the little menu option here, go to mode, and either repeat or once. And it nicely gives you either option for you to use as you so choose. I have used both. They both work well. They both work from the greater distance, as I mentioned previously. On the app that comes paired with this watch, I can track past heart rates. I can track past sleep monitoring. Unfortunately, I have not been able to track my pedometer readings as of late. I'm not sure whether that's a glitch in the app or problem with my phone, but it hasn't been working for me. That the phone has, or the app has that all built into it, so you can easily look it up, look at the history and such. The app was a bit of an interesting issue for me. It took a couple updates for me to be able to create the account to sync up the watch with my phone through the app. The app does require an account to do that. If for whatever reason you're having issues with that app or you're wondering more about that, go ahead and force it to update once or twice. I believe I had to go twice, and it should resolve a lot of those issues with not being able to register. It's a bit of an issue that I found and a workaround that I found there. As far as once again whether I'd recommend it, really it depends on what price you're looking at and what functionality you're looking at getting out of it. If you want a basic watch that has smart features like those that I demonstrated, this is great. It's definitely worth it. If you're looking for a watch that has more expandability, this is not the watch for you. There are virtually no ability to expand it. It comes with those faces, and that's pretty much it. Not a lot else in the way of that. It's very simple, not a lot to it, and not able to be expanded, unfortunately. So I would say it's worth it if you're looking for the functionality that it has to offer. If you're looking to be able to gain more, probably keep looking. So there's my take on that. For anything else, go ahead and look in the description and feel free to leave your comments with questions, and I will try to answer them as best I can.